the apocalypse comes, beat me.
Beyza, how many times did you
Chase
go with
off.
this? It's a fart. I mean, it's a burp.
Okay.
Trust me. You'll smell me before you hear me.
I smell it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me what I had for lunch?
Beans. Was there beans?
There were defo beans. There were
The defo beans.
There were defo beans in that burrito. Let me tell you.
Hey, hello, everybody.
It's so... Hi, everybody.
Oh my God, I thought there was someone in that window.
Hi, everybody.
That scared the shit out of me.
Okay, that's awful. I could totally see someone like peering behind the corner. Ew, I don't want anyone to watch us like doing this. Do you know what I mean? There's like there's a certain amount of shame I have.
No, it's not even certain. It's
I can't.
It's certain, I guess.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not below the surf.
Whoa, that really scared me.
Well, now it's just actively scaring me because I'm just waiting for someone to look at them and be like,
Perfect
are they recording a
perfect
podcast?
for this Halloween episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Our biggest spheres. Our biggest spheres. I mean, fears. We are your Slay Sams. I am Chase.
And I'm Beyza.
And this is my first time watching Buffy.
What?
And this is Beyza's millionth time watching Buffy. And it took us a millionth one times to try to watch our episodes yesterday.
Well, yeah.
It took us like 8 hours. 10.
Was it?
It was at least 8.
Oh, no, it was 10. It was 10.
Yeah, it was 10. It was
I came over at 2. I left at midnight.
Good fun, though.
Yes. And it was also, yesterday was the 27th anniversary of Buffy.
It was a good day to be watching Buffy.
I know. And I was about to turn 2 when Buffy came out, which is pretty crazy.
Wow.
You were 2, like fresh 2.
Okay, I'm older. I get it. And you were only 1.5.
I was like
1 3/4.
Literally a month away. And it's so crazy that it's 27 years old. That is so crazy, dude.
And you know, it's crazy how fun it is to watch in 2024.
I know it holds up very well.
It really
and
does.
I think it will only get better, get bigger and better from here.
I'd love to see it.
So happy birthday, Buffy.
Happy birthday, Buffy.
And the episode we're talking about today is Fear Itself. Episode 4 of season 4.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds right.
Sounds right. It aired on October 26th, 1999. Perfect Halloween weekend episode, I think. Written by David Fury and directed by Tucker Gates.
Matt Gates and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, their baby. And should we just get into it?
I think we should just get into it.
To the app?
Unless we want to do tarot, but it's okay.
That's
I'm on
you.
a tight schedule today anyway, so
Okay,
it's all good.
So it's working out in my favor. While carving jack-o'-lanterns in Xander's basement, the gang discusses their plans for Halloween, while Buffy continues to mope over her situation with Parker. They decide to go to the Alpha Delta house for a Halloween party. Buffy leaves early, and on her way home, a kid wearing a demon mask jumps out and scares her, and she hits him without thinking. He asks her what is wrong with her and then takes off, not getting to hear Buffy's reply. That's what I'd like to know. If you jump out and scare me, I am hitting you.
100%.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm fully going to hit
also,
you. I don't care
it was
if
an
you're a
incredible
kid.
mask.
It was real. It looked like a Buffy villain.
I literally thought it was a demon.
The master.
I thought it was Doyle from fucking Angel. Because you know, like how he shows his demon side for a second? We could have our first edition of Chase's Angels. Chase's Angels?
Chase's
no,
Angels.
Chase's Angel.
Chase's
Angel?
Angel.
Kind of like Charlie's Angel, but
I get
Chase
it.
Angel.
No, I get it. I get it.
Is it worth it, though? Or Angel's Corner, or Chase's Little Slice of Heaven with the Angel? We'll workshop it.
Okay.
I started watching Angel.
Yeah. Anything else to say about that?
You
You haven't told me.
I know.
Anything.
So we're revealing right now live.
The reveal.
I love it. I know. And I watched the first episode, and I literally hated the first episode. I was like,
it's a pilot.
And like they just like really lean into this, like they're setting up like this whole.
I love the theme song. It slays. It's crazy.
It is absolutely bonkers.
I love it. It's so man.
It's just like so. It's like they're just making him Batman. You know what I mean? It's very Batman.
Yeah, that's Angel.
Right. He's like this broody, works by night sort of like guy who's like just trying to like do money. Good. Yeah, just like and is like very like Batman, but that kind of makes me like it in a certain way because it gives me something to, like a point of view to watch it from. Yeah. But
in the gritty streets of LA.
Okay, it's so funny the way that they paint LA to be like
crazy.
Maybe it was a different city back then.
No, it's crazy. Even
I've
how they
never
paint
seen
it in
LA
Buffy
like
is crazy.
But the way that the Buffy universe treats Los Angeles as if it was like just like the worst place in the world. Yeah. I know everyone's just like drugged out. It's so weird. But I decided I liked it in like one of the I think it was the second or third episode. I think it's the second episode when like they kept going. They kept going to the club because Cordy and Doyle. Mm-hmm. I love Doyle. Like he's so cute and like. I like the vibe. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so because he's like a better Xander to me right now. Mm-hmm. He's like a more like just like a little more palatable Xander. And there's an episode where they go to the club and there's this little like demon that burrows inside people and then finds a lonely person and burrows in the other person like when they like go home with each other. Do you remember this?
I watched it recently because I was trying to get Arabelle into it. She was not into it.
It was great.
Yeah.
That episode, I was like, oh, I get it, and I like it. And then it's so fun to have like Oz deliver the ring to Angel, but then Spike's there because Spike wants the ring, and like the budget and it's like I think the action is kind of like getting me a little bit. I like it.
Yeah.
They like put budget into like the action.
How many episodes did you watch? 2 or 3?
3.
Okay. And then you're looking at the list. That's like
it stopped me after 3.
Okay, gotcha. That's so fun. I'm glad you're liking it.
I am, and like I think it also just feels good to like have like, more Buffy content that also like I can like watch on my own and not talk about. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where it's like because I love the way that I'm watching Buffy. I wouldn't change anything about it. But it's like it's especially that we started watching together. It's like even more fun.
Yeah, I think
it's. Fun.
I don't know how we watched it separately, and
I know it's like not as exciting.
It didn't feel right.
Yeah, but now that we're like watching it together and talking about it together, it's like so much more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but anyway, with Angel it's nice because it's also nice to have like another way to ingest Buffy stuff, and it's far removed enough. Yeah. So yeah,
I love that.
And fucking Cordy's iconic, and I love how she's just like
she's the best part for sure.
She's so good. She's so good. She's so funny. She's telling everyone she lives in Malibu and like this gorgeous beach house, and she's like living in this dump. It's so funny. And then she makes fun of Doyle's like apartment for being like gross, and he's like, oh, I talked to the person who did your apartment. I had them do mine. It's like, oh my god, he's really funny. He's so funny. He's so cute too.
Very Xander coded,
but actually cute.
Right. Love it.
Love it.
Chasey's Angel.
But yeah, work in Prague.
It's good.
But I hated the first episode and now I'm like, oh, I kind of like watching this show a lot.
Okay, good.
But that could be like the socialized boy in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's valid.
Oh, of course it's valid, but I just mean like
me with Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just like a very like cis socialization, right? Yeah. And it's like it could just be because like you know,
I mean, I like
as
Angel.
non-binary as I am, there's still boy energy.
There's that boy in you.
There's that 100%. Thank you for understanding me. And there's also that girl in me.
No, totally.
And there's also the other thing in me.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know. Okay, last thing I have to say about Angel, and this is like actually kind of interesting.
Talking about it.
No, it was so fun because it was like that episode where it might have been the first episode. I don't know. But it's a guy who targets like women that he's like a vampire and he has like lawyers working for him.
Let me look up the first couple episodes of Angel.
And it's like this like vampire guy who like targets women and then he targets Cordelia. And he like brings Cordelia over to her house and like pretends like he can get
She wants to be an actor. Yes.
Okay, and then at the end of the episode, Angel goes into his like boardroom meeting, and he's like, you can't kill me. I'm untouchable because like I have like all these lawyers that work for me, and like I have like all these henchmen that like work for me that will keep you from kicking my ass. And then he kicks his ass. He comes in the next day to the boardroom meeting on like the 40th floor, and then he just takes the guy's chair and pushes him out the
I do
window
remember that.
where he emulates and like just burns to a
Crazy.
crisp on the way
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was on my feet. I literally rewound and told Blake to come in the room and showed him. I was like, do
I
you
love
understand how
that.
iconic? It's just like,
That
that's when
is
I
so
was
funny.
Like, I was like, wow, Angel's a badass. I'm like, that's fucking cool that you did that.
Yeah,
that was
he,
that's
he
how you
has
take out
his
the trash.
moments.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
he's away from Buffy, I'm like, slay.
No, literally.
Yeah.
And like as soon as he starts like complaining about Buffy and also like it's so unserious. The way he's like,
I know.
I can't take the ring. I haven't earned it. I haven't earned my salvation. I'm gonna be doing good in the dead of night.
He's
because
so
if
man.
I start
He's so
if I start
man.
helping people during the day, maybe I'll forget about the people that I have to help at night.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
this
just a
is
man.
crazy. He is, and like it's just, but that to me is like fucking funny. Like when
Yeah,
he's
of
talking like
course,
that,
it's
I'm
great.
like, you're insane.
Right.
You're such a clown, but in a funny, supportive way.
But I'm like, why can't you just help everyone all the time?
Yeah. I mean, if you really got to work off this fucking debt,
Hmm.
put the ring on, work day and night, bitch.
Put on your
No vacation, no PTO. Put on your what? Cock ring?
Yep.
Oh, was that it?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm happy I didn't buy the ring
Yeah.
because he fucking smashed it.
But it is really pretty.
I know. Do you think it fit? If
Yeah.
it fit, it would look good.
Yeah.
So maybe we're still in the market.
Yeah.
I'm looking to buy.
Okay.
Okay. So back to Buffy. That's the Angel update.
Back to Sunnydale. Where was I? Let's see.
Well, Buffy
That's
said
what I'd
I
like
would
to
know.
That was a good impression. The next day at school.
Not good.
Not good.
I wish we had a.
What?
How many episodes? How many seasons of Buffy are there? 7?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. We have a soundboard. A soundboard for the podcast. And one of the buttons.
How the fuck are we
one
gonna
of,
do that?
One of the buttons is not good.
How are we gonna do that?
I'm so serious about this.
You're the techie.
Like we'll have
you figure
that.
it out.
We'll figure it out. We also have Bubble Brat. Bubble Brat.
Tea.
Bubble Brat. I just think about it. Like think about like if we
Okay,
could
that's the one sound.
There's more.
Name. Great.
Foamy.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We'll have to,
hate that
we'll have to think
episode.
about it. If you guys have sound bites that we should put in it, let us know. Because I'm seriously considering
If
this.
there's 3, I will consider it.
Well, I know. We can just get one that has like 4 or 5. And one of them is like anytime something's not good, we go,
Not good.
Another one could be,
And I think I'm kind of gay.
yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Anytime we get like horned up, we're
Right.
like, I think I'm kind of gay.
We're going to break that button, girl. That is going to be
We preset
broken.
every single button to be that one.
Yeah,
We have
literally.
like 4 options of those.
Oh, boy. Well,
Okay,
you know,
but that's how we grow the show.
sure. If you think the soundboard will do that, I'm down.
Okay. I think it will. I think it's an entertainment value.
The next day at school,
Okay.
guess what happened?
I like could not imagine.
Buffy and Oz
Mhm.
both expressed their concerns. Ew. Both expressed their concerns for Willow about her magic. Okay.
This little witch thinks she can do anything.
Buffy spots Parker
Oh my god.
and runs away because she doesn't want to face him.
Yeah.
Right. Willow follows and tells her to get over it and have fun at the party that night. However, Buffy thinks that Giles will want her to do some patrolling, even though we know the girls stay home on Halloween. You know, the girls meaning evil people.
Right.
The undead. Much to Buffy's surprise, however, when she goes to visit Giles, he is wearing a sombrero and is in a cheerful Halloween mood. What do you think about that?
I gasped. I gasped pretty fucking loud. I think he looked great in the poncho. I think you can get away
Yeah.
with wearing a poncho.
For sure. Poncho Giles, I'm down.
But sombrero poncho Giles.
Too much.
A little too much. It's also not every day that like you see a sombrero.
Lots of racist costumes in this episode.
Oh yeah, the Bob Marley like
Yeah. Rasta hat.
yeah. And then there's one more.
Was there? I don't remember.
I think there might have been one more.
There are some
Just crazy shit.
just offensive, generally offensive.
Right.
Not to a culture, but to me personally, costumes. But
Yeah.
the sombrero, you know, Giles, thin ice for Giles.
Thin ice.
He would be canceled.
He would be canceled. But you know what I gotta say? Never mind.
What?
Well, it's just so funny because it's funny because from a parasocial character relationship, I'm like, oh, Giles, you don't know what you're doing.
Right. I think that's
It's also
the
very.
joke,
We're gonna blame it on
but-
We're gonna blame it on the UK.
Blame
We're
it
gonna
on the
blame it.
edit.
We're gonna blame it on the British side of him.
there's a lot wrong there.
There's a different cultural exchange and understanding.
An American would do that as well. I
Yeah,
think.
no. What I'm saying is, an American would do it with a little bit more
Grit.
like
Anger.
a little bit more racism.
Racism.
Yeah. But
Capital
maybe a UK person wouldn't do it with quite the same bite.
Right.
Regardless,
Maybe.
just take the sombrero hat off.
Take it off. Take
Yeah.
it off. Anyway, he in his sombrero reminds her that demons are generally quiescent on Halloween. Quiet on Halloween, I think is what it's supposed to say.
Yeah.
Or I'm dumb. He encourages her to go to the party and have fun.
Yeah. He said, "Listen, Buffy.
Mommy.
Listen." And she said, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you from the other side of that sombrero."
It's so loud.
So loud.
So loud. At the fraternity house, the boys are getting ready for the party. One of them gives another an old book that he found a symbol in to paint on the floor. Anya goes to see...
In the murder house, by the way. From
in
American
the murder
Horror
house,
Story.
yes. Did we find out where that book came from?
No, I figured it was just like in the murder house.
Mm.
Like he just found an old book in like the library of the house. Because whose house
Right.
was it? It was
Well,
something
it's
to
a
do with
frat
Oz.
house, no?
Yeah, it was. You're right.
But like...
No, maybe shared library, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, where the fuck did they find that book? But
Yeah.
anyway, Anya goes to see Xander and again wants to know where their relationship is heading. He agrees that they're somewhat dating and invites her to the Halloween party that night, telling her to dress in something scary. Buffy visits Professor Walsh and asks for her missed assignments, but she is met with a less than kind reception from the strict teacher, which usually I am anti. I do think people should be able to like whatever skip class and feel their feelings, but I cannot stand Buffy being this way.
And when
with
she's
man.
she was skipping class because of the man.
Yeah,
That's
what
crazy.
like she's so depressed that she can't go to class. Been there,
Sure.
suck it up.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Like you look like a fool.
Also, you're spending how much money to go to this college, and you let this boy interrupt your education.
I wonder if Buffy I wonder if Buffy is spending money because didn't she get like a full ride to Northwestern or something?
She got a full ride
Or
for
she
being
got
the hottest fucking chick on campus.
And that's all. That's my girl. Good
I
for
also
her.
will say, on the note of like the boy troubles, it's like part of what's bothering me. But first of all, this is still my favorite season so far.
Okay.
What's bothering me, what's starting to, I think, grate on me a little bit is this like this this lovesick Buffy thing, because it's just so disrespectful to her as a character.
Don't get me
to
started.
have her so affected by this man.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it last night, and like obviously like there's context like with her dad that like you could like write it off as that.
angel.
But an angel. But also the other part of it too that like so part of it's like relational trauma for her character.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I still think it's fucking gross and sexist, like stupid way to write a character and so
Well,
unexciting, especially
who
when
wrote
there's-
her?
I know. And like when there's so much more Buffy could be doing than being fucking sad about this caterpillar brow man. Like it's all good, you know? It's fine. She's fine. Let her be fine. The other thing, though, that does make sense
She's
about
stigmatized.
it. Yeah, but more than that, what I think reads well about it and how I'm like choosing to see it, even though I know that fucking janky wiener didn't mean it this way, is when I was a young person in college, I was very like romantic.
What, like 20 years ago or?
You're so, you know what? You know what?
What? When was that? 1984? 5? Me to someone who's 2 months older than me.
I get it. I'm the oldest in the friend group. I get it a lot. My partner calls me Tony Bennett,
No,
and he's
Lena's
Lady
older.
Gaga.
No?
Lena's older by a week, but she's not around often enough for me to remind her.
Send her that clip.
Because she's in the home. She's in the home.
She's in the home.
No.
We drove her last week.
When I was starting out school at 18 years old,
In 1974.
I I was really upset when I would hook up with someone and I was like just more romantic and I was like, I was an idiot and I was a kid. And I would be like, oh no, like I would, want to fix
relatable.
people. It is so I'm choosing to focus on the fact that like that happens to a lot of people in college. And so
but it's hard when it is the Slayer who is meant to be so much more than like your average person but there is something about it being human. Yeah, no, for sure. But I just, why him? Why him?
I know that's the thing too, is like,
that's what makes me, ugh.
So is it good writing then? Is it a good choice for her character?
It does humanize her.
There's too much focus. I think there's too much emphasis on it. It'd be fine if it was a little bit smaller, tone it down a little bit. Or maybe we would appreciate it more if it wasn't Janky Wiener writing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's just hard when there wasn't for me enough emotional buildup between her and the guy, Parker.
Right. It kind of happened in one episode.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And like, it made even more sense with Angel, like, because we had too much time with them.
Right.
But it's like
definitely too much time
for her to be this messed up over a guy she doesn't totally know is kind of like a lot. But that's why I'm like, okay, she's projecting like other things probably.
Yeah, and maybe it bothers us because we've done it and we hate that about ourselves. Could be a little self-report.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither. I actually ever went to college. I'm actually 13.
Okay. Speaking of men, Riley.
Who's that?
Her brother.
Buffy's brother?
Yeah.
Who? Oh, is that Caterpillar Brow?
No, the tall one who looks like her brother, who could be her brother.
The TA. The textual assault.
Oh my God, Jesus.
I just hear anything A and I think of essay now.
No, I know. Gives her an assignment. Okay. What do you
My read on him?
What's your read?
What's
your Riley read?
Ooh. The Riley read is that I don't feel like I can trust him, but he's cute and he seems nice, but there just seems to be like more going on. He feels like a plant. He feels like he's there to like spy on Buffy or keep eyes on Buffy. That's the energy I get.
He feels like he got lost on set and was supposed to be on Dawson's Creek. That's what he gives me.
100% like Dawson's Creek narc.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just was curious because we hadn't talked about him. We literally haven't talked about him once.
Well, because he's been
in every episode.
He has been, but like, there's never been a substantial.
Yeah. Well,
moment.
Don't get used to it.
Ugh.
Get used to it.
Well, I mean, I do feel like that because there's either the Beer Bad episode or this one where she like bumped into him, and he's like, "Well, we could like talk." But she's like, she's so in her head about Caterpillar Brows that like she can't give him the time of day, and then she's missing what's right in front of her eyes.
Oh God!
Tall, blonde, and handsome.
And
I do like his
older
size.
Brother.
I do like his size. I
like
a big man.
Size.
I love a big man.
That is so scary to me. I love that for you. When Buffy says she'll get when she says she'll get the assignments done, Buffy, that is, he tells her that since it's Halloween, she should go out and have fun instead. He tells her that He tells her that Halloween is the night when all the monsters come out, and she replies that that's a misnomer. Okay.
You good?
They're just so boring. I can't, I was just reading that sentence and I was like, okay. Yeah. Oz and Xander carry the equipment for a sound system to the fraternity house, and Oz installs it while the guy who got the book earlier paints the symbol on the ground. Xander asks what the symbol represents, and the guy says he doesn't know. It's just supposed to be scary. Oz, listening to the speaker, says the left one is crackling. He goes to strip the wire a bit and cuts his hand. While he walks by to go out and clean it, some of his blood spills onto the symbol, making it pulse and waver ominously. Literally. A plastic spider laying in the circle suddenly turns into a real tarantula. Kind of crazy. What do you think about that?
It was predictable. It was good.
Maybe I missed it, but I wonder if it's like anyone's blood could trigger that, or it was like it had to be like a
Werewolf blood.
Yeah, or not even just werewolf, but like any supernatural blood.
Blood.
Or do you think it could have been like Xander?
What's
blood?
the demon again?
I forget his name. It'll say.
No, like he's like the demon of fear, right? Or something like that.
Yeah,
He's like,
I mean,
yeah.
that's the app. I wonder. Okay. Joyce.
Oh my God. Mother Joyce.
Mother alters one of Buffy's old Halloween costumes, Little Red Riding Hood. They talk about how things used to be with her dad around and her mom's current social life. When Joyce talks about how Buffy's dad, Hank, used to love going trick-or-treating with her, Buffy comments that he's not interested in her anymore. Joyce tells her that their divorce really did have nothing to do with Buffy. Buffy acknowledges that she knows that's true, but she still wishes that her dad still like took an interest in her as a father.
Right. It's interesting that they like. I wonder, does Hank ever come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably this season.
I don't remember.
Because like they do a good job of like maintaining him as a character. You know?
I don't remember.
Like every time I forget about like that, then they bring
it's
it
not
back
much. It's not like an arc.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say that. Like if I'm trying to remember, but Buffy and the men in her life drive me up the fucking wall. Like it really is the hardest part of the show is like how all the men in her life treat her.
Yeah, and that's definitely a reflection of the creator, unfortunately.
And the culture vibes.
And the culture vibes. It's got to be.
It's culture. At the party, a guy leads a blindfolded girl to stick her hand in a bowl of grapes and tells her that the grapes are eyeballs. You ever done that?
Yeah. I wasn't scared.
Okay.
I didn't even cry or scream.
For like hours and hours.
For like so long.
For sure.
I have an announcement.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
I was like, Spotify is doing this thing now where it tells you like, he's like, here's your day list or whatever. And it was like a musical sort of like playlist. And I shuffled it and all of a sudden a song from the Buffy musical episode came on.
What?
Even though I've never listened to it, but like.
What song do you remember?
No, because I swiped really fast because I was like, I don't want to know anything about it.
Huh.
But I heard like the opening notes and I was like, oh, what is this? And I was like, oh my God. And
That's so
panicked
random.
to get out of the way. That's this season, right?
No, babe.
Next season 5?
6.
Oh, I want to know.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll be okay.
You'll get it. Don't worry. And it'll be so worth it. When I was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. When she takes the blindfold off, they really are eyeballs.
Do you guys see this?
You guys seeing this? She screams, and pandemonium takes control over everyone around them.
Right. Us yesterday.
Period. Buffy waits outside the party for her friends, and Xander shows up asking what she's got in her basket.
What you got in that basket, Little Red?
Weapons, she replies. Buffy comments on his nice tux, and Xander says he's dressed as James Bond. He wants to make sure that if they change into their costumes again, he'll at least be cool. Didn't work. Buffy points out that if that happens, he'd probably just turn into a cool waiter guy instead. He says as long as he's cool, he has some kind of power, and he'll be happy. He just wants to be cool.
He's such a man. He's such a man.
He's just a little boy. He doesn't know.
He's so exhausting. I'm still waiting to give a shit about him. You know what I mean?
I get it. It's
but
okay.
doesn't it happen? Doesn't everyone say like there's like an episode where you start to feel him and understand him a little bit more?
Yeah. But I mean, by the end of the show, I personally, Xander grows on me for sure. But it doesn't, I forgive and I don't forget.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense.
And that's on period.
Yeah.
Willow and Oz show up, and Willow is dressed as Joan of Arc, obviously.
She looked amazing.
Queen states that they have a lot in common since she was almost burned at the stake and had a close relationship with God. When Xander asks who Oz is, he pulls his shirt aside to show his sticker name tag that says, "Hello, my name is," with the word God written under it. Xander laments that he could have done the same thing and wishes he'd known that before he rented the tux.
Oh my God, look at the
Cute.
tarot cards. They're moving by themselves.
Okay, you know what, Pop Slay?
Pop Slay! I need it. I didn't get any sleep last night. So like my ability to focus is
It's okay.
low.
Well, now you can read it. I can make
I'm
the tarot
sorry.
tarot cards move with my feet.
So everyone starts walking towards the frat house, only for a couple of masked soldiers in camouflage holding guns silently come out of the bushes and move past them. Okay, my bet is that the blonde boy is one of those masked gun guys.
The blonde boy.
The narc. The TA.
T.
Robert?
A. Yeah.
Was his name Robert?
Huh?
Is his name Robert?
I thought you said his name Norbert.
Is his name Norbert?
No, it's not Robert.
Riley.
Yeah.
I think Riley's one of those gunmen.
Meatheads.
Buffy tells them that their costumes are nice and very stealthy. Willow asks they're supposed to be, and Xander suggests NATO. Xander tells the group that I love that they included that. We have to include that. Xander tells the group that he invited Anya, but she's having a hard time finding a costume. Well, technically, they should have cracked this. Finding a scary costume. A costume that is scary.
Right.
Buffy comments about being the only one without a date. God, bitch.
She's like third wheeling again.
Bitch. Stop. Stop.
It's very 18-year-old behavior.
I was going to say.
She's
it's
18.
young.
She's 18.
Yes.
She's having her heart broken yet again by...
Maybe she should just stop seeing men. Maybe
Ain't that
she
the
should
way?
start dating women. Okay. I've always said if I ever got single again, I don't think I could do it again.
What?
Well, I would only date I couldn't date a cis man again.
Right.
Blake is my
Scary.
diamond in the rough, one in a million, the last
Yes.
one I'd ever date.
Same.
Oh, everything at the party goes crazy as people run in all directions.
Crazy. The party's crazy.
Guys, the party pops the fuck off.
Dude.
Everyone starts running in all directions. Some ending up mutilated and injured in various ways.
Mutilated. Yeah, his neck snapped. What happened to him?
He fell down the stairs. Oh, and then he haunted Buffy in her hallucination.
So he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. There are multiple deaths, and that girl who's crying "T.O.B." Tears of blood. The lights are flashing with a strobe light, making everything even more chaotic. And you know what? That was chaotic.
There needs to be a warning for that.
All of us are watching. We're like, wait, what's
It
happening?
hurt.
I was so confused. We did not know what was happening.
eyes.
I know. A girl lying, bleeding on the sofa, opens her eyes and looks around. Several people try to escape, only for the door to slam before they can get out. One of the frat guys comes running down the stairs, screaming for help, and trips, landing at the bottom of the stairs with a broken neck.
Oh,
a
and
deep voice demands to be released.
He's the one who was trying to get laid or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta get the girl scared so we can get laid. Well,
shit.
that's what happens when you are
creep.
aggressive and yeah. There's another word there that I'm looking for. The gang make their way to the front door of the house peaceful from the outside. Once they're inside, they wonder where everyone is. Oz tells them to follow the arrows. Hey, you know what they say? You know what Casey Musgrave says? Follow your arrow wherever it points. Willow gets caught in some cobwebs and wigs out.
She got the Wiggins.
She's a wigging in a cobweb. Cobweb make a wig. Xander is standing in the hallway when a plastic skeleton with a knife pops out.
That you
I
yelped
scared.
a bit.
I
She
yelped
a bit.
for sure.
Okay.
I yelped. They're all pretty standard Halloween obstacles until Oz turns around and sees a tarantula on Willow's shoulder.
Tarantula.
I just a tarantula.
That was kind of scary.
Well, you know what else is scary?
What?
Having a tarantula drop on your shoulder.
Yeah, that does sound... I feel like the spider would be more scared than you, though, right?
Yeah, and tarantulas are they kind of get a bad rep. They're kind of
Do
fine.
they bite?
They do bite, but I think they don't bite. You should be more scared of a black widow.
Black Widow, baby.
Black widow, baby. I was saying the same thing. The impact.
That's...
Buffy says,
that's what it was.
I feel like I was definitely impacted.
I was impacted greatly.
Yeah. Buffy says they should just get to the party, the party part of the party, The play on the words. You know, Buffy, how they have the little play on words. While walking down the next hallway, they get confused because it's not leading to where it should.
Where are we literally going?
Not good.
Not good.
Buffy finds real blood on the carpet, to which Xander replies
The way she just
sniffs it. That's Slayer behavior. That only a Slayer can do that. It's like,
Can
what
you
are you
smell
smelling
blood?
for? Not a mortal. A Slayer can.
I guess.
I mean,
I've never seen her do that before.
You could probably detect a scent of iron or metallic smell.
Ugh. Yuck.
I know. Never mind. Okay. Inside thought. Buffy shushes him. Wait. Shush. Buffy finds real blood.
Wait.
Okay, yeah. Buffy shushes him. Well, you guys, I'm gonna write a formal apology by the end of this episode. Buffy finds real blood on the carpet, to which Xander replies the frat boys have gone overboard. Buffy shushes him because she hears a squeaking, and when they do look up, dozens of real bats attack them. However, as soon as they stop, Oz finds one of them, and it's only rubber.
In his pants. Oh.
Flapping around.
Yeah, it's not a bat. Oh.
They all wonder what's going on when the same deep voice demands to be released. Anya arrives at the party, dressed as a big pink and white bunny, but she's unable to get in as the front doors have disappeared. As she walks around to the front, she sees a girl screaming out a window, and the window breaks over its own. Inside and unable to get out of the house, Buffy tells the gang to find a way out to get help. They find Chaz, one of the frat members, in a closet saying, "It's alive." A skeleton attacks Buffy. Okay, this is crazy. A skeleton attacks Buffy from behind with a knife, but she destroys it and it becomes fake again. Okay, what it doesn't say is that she says, "It's okay, the cape took most of the damage."
It's a piece of fabric.
What does that mean? What kind of enchantment did Joyce put on that fucking cape?
I know. What is it? Why? What?
It's okay, the cape. That's so crazy. Like, it's just
just say you're stabbed. It's okay.
Yeah, and just say it's okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just say that, or it's okay. It doesn't hurt that bad, or it's okay. It didn't go that deep. Don't say it's okay. The cape got most of it.
It's pretty crazy.
That is, I mean, maybe they mean like the knife went tugged.
Like it tugged on it.
Yeah.
They got stuck.
But it just sounded like she's like, "No, it's okay. This like bulletproof vest I have took most of it." It's like, girl.
Okay, girl.
Chaz goes back. And we're back in the closet.
Back in the closet.
And when they turn around to look, the closet is now gone. Anya goes to Giles for help, saying they need to save Xander. Giles asks about the others, and she says that they're trapped too, but they need to save Xander. Xander tries to talk to Buffy and the gang, but he finds that he's invisible to them as they completely ignore him. Buffy and Willow fight over Buffy getting orders and over whether Willow can safely do a guiding spell to lead the way, which was also tea, because we talked about this.
That was tea, because she's like, "I'm not your sidekick." She got like mad.
Dude, angry Willow is like one of my favorite things about Buffy.
Yeah.
Because it's always very justified, and she always acts her fucking ass off.
Yeah.
And she's like always like, it's always well written moments and just great performances and great writing.
I think in the episode it like was resolved a bit, but I do think it's not just a one-time thing. Like it.
Good. I was gonna say, I hope
thing.
once like she said that, I was like, ooh, I hope we go somewhere with this, because it is a crazy concept that like everyone started as a sidekick to Buffy because they were there to help her, but now like that everyone has like, specifically Willow, like Xander doesn't really have much to offer, but Willow has like actual things to offer now, so she's not really a sidekick. She's more of a co-star, and she needs to be able to like make decisions that she feels is best with her skill set.
We go on a journey with her magic.
Good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
The way you say that makes me a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
Buffy and Willow fight over Buffy giving orders, and then, okay. Willow and Oz, who go off on their own to find a way out, find a set of stairs and head up. As they're walking, Oz starts his werewolf transformation and scratches Willow before running away from her. Xander approaches a mirror, and along with his reflection, a once fake head on the table behind him says that he can see him too. Oz sits in a bathtub, chanting over and over that he isn't going to change. He's like, "Calm down, the sun's getting real low now." Willow conjures her spell to Aradia, the goddess of the lost. The spell, however, gets out of control, and she screams for help as it attacks her. Buffy, hearing Willow's cries, tries to get her, but instead falls into the basement where the dead start coming up from the ground and grabbing at her. The frat guy with a broken neck, not even named, frat guy with broken neck.
Frat guy, broken neck.
Tells Buffy that she will keep fighting, but will always end up in the same place. The basement.
That shit, like, She was scary.
It was
real.
a good Halloween episode.
Yeah, it
like
was
great moments
actually,
of tension.
Yeah, pretty scary.
Really fun, dude. The fucking skeleton coming into life was everything.
Yeah,
because I like how he like turned into like went fully from like a prop skeleton to like a real looking skeleton.
Yeah,
really fun.
It was pretty crazy nuts.
Production was up.
Right.
Meanwhile, Giles and Anya are unable to find a way in. So Giles
Aw.
pulls out a chainsaw. Very Ash. We love it.
So hot.
He's hot with it with the chainsaw.
Hot alert.
Like, you know when they say "fuck me gently" with a chainsaw?
Giles.
We're talking to Giles.
Yes. I'm calling him by name.
100%. In their frenzied attempts to escape their fears that have somehow come true, all the gang runs into the goat room, which is where the actual party was, and things seem back to normal. You're telling me
The goat room?
Yeah, they call it the goat room, and they're saying that the
didn't know
party
that.
was actually in the goat room. So they have this huge fucking mansion, and everyone's deciding to just sit in this tiny attic room.
Yes.
That's where you're gonna party,
Yes.
and there's like dozens of people. That is not.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
COVID
a fun
safe.
party, I'll be honest.
No, it sounds not fun.
And there was like 10 people there.
And also, why decorate the rest of the house if you're just gonna party in the one room? Hey, you know what? It's frat boys. They're not. We don't know.
Wait,
they
what
don't.
else did they decorate in the house?
The whole like foyer of the house, like the hallways of the house, they all had decorations. There were decorations everywhere.
Oh, I didn't remember.
Even though the party is just in the goat room.
Hmm.
It's interesting. That's all I'll say.
Quite.
From a book left beside the sign on the floor, they determine it's the mark of Goknar. Giles and Anya then break into the room with the chainsaw, saying the walls closed up behind them. Buffy destroys the symbol before Giles
When
can
I
tell
saw
her.
that chainsaw on Giles, my wall closed up.
That's good. That's really good.
Thank you.
How are you feeling now?
Bad.
Right. But it was good.
Thank you.
Buffy destroys the symbol before Giles can tell her that destroying the symbol will bring Goknar forth. But
Goknar.
sucking dick and Goknar. But as the demon...
Sucking dick and gawk. Yeah, okay.
But as the demon has manifested itself, it turns out he's mere inches in height.
He's a tiny gawk.
The drawing was to scale.
Literally.
After a laugh, Buffy she goes, and then squashes him with her shoe. At Giles' place, Xander questions Anya's bunny costume while they eat candy. Ooh, that sounds so good right now. I miss us having candy in this room.
Candy.
After a minute, Giles discovers his mistake. The small picture of Goknar in the book had a Gaelic inscription reading "actual size."
That is really funny.
I mean, it's a lull.
It's a lull for sure.
It's a lull. This episode was super fun Halloween vibes.
Do you think
and
it
definitely
was
rewatchable?
For sure. Did you like this episode more than
Beer bad?
No, than the other Halloween episode we watched where they turned
this
into
one's so much more.
I think
honestly,
so too.
there's something about the other Halloween episode that was like just like it was more stressful than anything else.
I think it was the guns.
It was the guns.
Yeah.
It was the guns. I
Yeah.
hate to be that person, but it was the
I
guns.
know.
It was just like stressful and uncomfortable. This was like fun and spooky Scooby-Doo vibes, but also like kind of freaky.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, goosebumps.
Elevated
for sure.
goosebumps for sure.
100%. So yeah, I think this one wins. And you said that it's like one of the last Halloween episodes they do.
I think it's the last one, I might be wrong, that's explicitly on Halloween.
Okay, but there's still like Halloween episodes. Or like
Maybe one more?
I guess it's a lot to
have
ask when like
think.
every episode of Buffy's technically Halloween-y,
Yeah.
but like I just love Halloween episodes of shows.
I know.
Do you remember the Halloween episode of Boys Meets World?
Iconic. The murder mystery?
So that was
So
my
good.
that was my Scream before Scream.
Yes.
Like
sure.
that's like that was my
So
introduction.
good.
That was my gateway.
It's very good.
And
Well,
so sexy.
what?
I had a big crush on the one.
Sean?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hair.
Well, didn't we all?
Hey.
Honey. The next episode we'll be talking about it goes down in history as one of Buffy's worst episodes ever created, and that's beer bad.
Beer bad, as in beer not good.
Not good, exactly. And we'll be talking about that on March 20th.
We've already seen it. It's a lot. I mean, you've already seen it for sure. But you know what? I love this episode.
Which one?
Beer bad.
Oh boy. Well,
We'll get into it.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
I mean, I didn't love it because it was good.
Right.
I loved it because it was insane.
Thank you so much for watching.
all the things.
All the things
You like
know,
that, you comment, you subscribe, you send a little
know.
message, you send it to a friend.
Period.
And until next time, safe flights.
Safe.
Well, honestly, so much going on with Boeing. Safe flights. Hey, honey, maybe we do change the name of this.
Itself.
Yeah, fear itself. Safe flights.
Yep.
Slave fights.
Slave fight. Flips. Oh,
Time changes are hard.
Period. I'm gonna pee my pants.
If the apocalypse comes, beat me.